Hey guys, welcome to the beginning of a new crafty week. Today is Monday. It is September 30th, and I gonna end the month with a couple of loaf cats. Okay, let me tell you, this cat pattern. I mean, I don't know who made the first loaf cat pattern, but ever since that first one was made, tons have come out, which is always the way. And apparently, they are great sellers at markets. And I did one loaf cat for a BTS project, and I forgot. Let me see what it was called. Cat. Why would that come up when I put in the word cat? Okay, it's called. The one I made was called the chubby cat pattern, and it was from Bumby Crochet Designs. But I also have the loaf cat pattern. Loaf. The loaf is called Cute Loaf Cat Plushies Crochet Pattern by Handmade by Annie. This one is a lot easier, a lot simpler, and that's why I think it is a better market prep item. If you are into market prep and you like to make a lot of the same thing and have it in all these different colors. The yarns that I use, both these loops and threads, gray colors. I think this one is called silver, and I don't know what this one is called because I don't have the ball band with me, but probably just gray. I don't know. Anyway, I made 2 loaf cats, and these are the colors that I use. And I actually bought these colors because I was going to go ahead and make the cats that I made last time, which was the floof cat pattern. I still might do that. But now I have this loaf cat. And as you can see, I use some brown safety eyes, and I use the pink safety nose. And this is really the only thing you're sewing, is that I sat here and made this evening in one sitting, no problem. For the loops and threads, the recommended hook is an 8mm, and if you're making a blanket, sure. But for amigurumi, I did use a 6mm. So what's that? A J hook, and it worked absolutely perfectly for this. It didn't hurt my hands. I was able to make the magic loop with no problem. I've learned how to deal with this yarn. You guys know this is a yarn that does not do so well with magic loop. But I've worked with it enough. I still have fluff everywhere, but not as much. I think with this loops and threads, this is either Chenille Home Slam or Sweet Snuggles. I think the light gray one is Sweet Snuggles, and the darker gray one is Chenille Home Slam. So Sweet Snuggles Light and Chenille Home Slam are exactly the same yarn. Sweet Snuggles Light, as you guys already know, is the one that comes in the really baby pastel colors. And if you want a more rich color, you want to look into the colorways for Chenille Home Slam. Really enjoyed it, because I find that the printed ones with the multicolor ones seem to have more issues with the breaking up. I don't know. I'm gonna make another. I have some different colorways, and I'm going to make another loaf cat or something, and I'm just gonna test and see how it goes. But I feel like I have way more trouble with those colors than I do with these solid colors, and so I went ahead with this pattern. You can make it to where the ears are different colors, and you can do some color changing, but I'm trying to keep it simple. My craft show is confirmed, and so I will be doing that this coming Saturday, and I am so not ready. And so, not that I don't need to make a lot of stuff. But I'm saying I haven't taken the time to go to the storage yet. Today it's Monday. I decided to go ahead and take off on Friday so that I could go to my storage, get the things I need, and then I'll be ready for Saturday. I'll use all of Friday to get ready. And I think like most of these things that are in storage already have price tags on, because we did a couple of shows at the end of last year. And I think what I'm going to get from the storage is a lot of the small things, and really going to just try to sell the octos and that kind of thing. But anyway, these came out really cute. I see why everybody is making them. They are super quick, super easy. The chubby cat pattern, you had to make everything separate. The one that I by Bumby Crochet Designs, you make 4 legs. I can't remember how you do the ears, but I think you make everything separate and sew it on. These legs are bobble stitches. Literally, the only thing you're really sewing is the tail, and then you have to put in the whiskers. And and you might embroider a nose if you want, but I decided to go with the little safety noses because I have them. And this will be a good test. Like, I think most of my things are gonna have safety eyes and safety noses. This show is at my son's, so it's put on by the Alumni Association of his high school. And so my hunch is that I don't know who's coming. I really don't. However, they advertise it in local papers and all of that stuff. So we'll probably have a mix of people, but I'm hoping that even a bunch of I find that young adults, young teens really like plushies. And so we'll see how many requests I get for baby things where they're baby safe. And I think I may have some bunnies somewhere. I don't know. I think I sold all my bunnies. But I don't think I have anything with embroidered eyes. So we'll see. I might get jacked up and find out that all they want, there's a lot of people who want things with embroidered eyes. And so maybe the next couple of things I make, we'll see. I might embroider eyes, but for now, or I'll just learn from this and be prepared for the November show with more things that are baby friendly. I think that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, there's the loaf cats all done. All right, I'll see you guys in. Oh, did I mention that I finished that book? I finished the last book that I think I talked about in the last video, which is called The Night She Disappeared, guys, by Lisa Jewell. It's the first time I ever read a thriller, mystery thriller from this author, and my goodness, it was fantastic. There is a blurb on the back of the book, and the word that the person used to talk about this book is unputdownable. And really, I read that book, started it on the 26th, finished it on the 30th, finished it this morning. I was trying to finish it last night, but I couldn't keep my eyes open. But it would have been finished, but I had a super busy weekend. I was out on Saturday most of the day. I was out on Sunday most of the day. So I didn't really get a lot of reading time, and I still finished it, guys. I started it on last Thursday, finished it Monday. So I highly recommend that book. It's fantastic. Fantastic. So now, real quick, next, because guys, I mentioned in the last video, I am reading mysteries and thrillers throughout the month of October. So next up is The Last Time I Lied from Riley Sager. And I already started reading it, but I just barely. So I don't know what this is going to be about. I'm only on page, what is this? Y'all, I'm on page 2, so I just started. So I'll put some time into that now that I'm wrapping up this portion of this crafty vlog. yeah, this one is probably going to include the market stuff too, but we'll see. Anyway, see you in the next clip. Bye. Everybody, for this clip, we have Happy Mail. So, my bestie in Chicago had reached out to me, and she took some pictures. She was in Dollar Tree, and she said, hey, look at Dollar Tree has yarn. Is this a yarn you would use or whatever? And I was like, one of them was just like, no, I don't need any of that. But I said, what I really want is some Just Yarn chenille. I have never had that because never in my entire, since we've been knowing that the Dollar Tree had yarn, did mine ever, and I have two, did they ever have the Just chenille? So I had said that to her when I was home in the summer, I think. And she was like, okay, the next time I go, I'm going to check it out. In addition, she also went on a trip to Scotland, and she asked me, I said, well, anytime anybody's going out of the country, whether they ask me or not, I usually say, give me some yarn. And if it's, as long as the yarn is yarn that you could only get in Scotland, that I can't go to Michael's and buy, that I can't go on Amazon and buy, that's what I want. And so this nice box came today, and I think it's a mixture of those two things. So let's find out. She packed it so nice. Look, she better than some of these stores. She got paper around it, plus she put it in all this plastic. Yes. Okay, let's see what's in here. So I think this is the majority of it. So we can just take this out. And we can... but we get that. So let's see what's in here, guys. She really protected it. Put it in all kind of bags. And so which one should we do first? Let's do the Dollar Tree yarn first. There's 2 bags of it. And she sent me a picture of what they had. And she said, what do you want? I said, 2 or 3 of every color. And they're $1.25 each. So I have some Just Chenille from Premier for $1.25. These have 65 yards, and they are classified as a bulky number 6, but they probably are more like a 5. So I got 3 in the colorway salmon or salmon. I got 3 in the colorway hibiscus. Oh, pretty. They had this pretty gray, and that's what it's called, gray. So that's 1 bag. And then the next bag we got, she did such a good job. Thank you so much, Bridget, for all of this. She did such a wonderful job of just packaging it up. Y'all know these yarn companies will send it to you, throw it in a box, and don't even protect it. But, oh, look at this. I've got 3 aqua. I literally never had any of it, Just Chenille. I have 3 in the mint. And finally, look at this beautiful yellow. This is called lemon. So I got all of those. I'm so excited that I have some. And I know, I really haven't I've been trying not to buy too much yarn, but man, I never had any of the Just Chenille. So I'm so excited now. And honestly, these right here are really kind of perfect size for when you make amigurumi, because as we talked about, I make a lot of stuff with the blanket yarn. I make a lot of stuff with the Sweet Snuggles Light or Chenille Home Slim, and it you are just working forever trying to simply get use it up. Well, these won't be hard to use up at all. So now we have what came from Scotland, and I literally was like, I don't need a lot. I just want to, this is sort of like souvenir yarn that I probably won't use for anything. Y'all know Bella. She be finding stuff. What you got, Bella? Hold on one second. All right. So this is what came from Scotland. A nice tote bag. And it is called, Leakey's Bookshop. Or Leakey's Bookshop in Inverness, Scotland. All right. And inside of here is she got me a bookstore. She got me a book. There's a couple things in here. She's got me. This is for my booktube life. This is for my bookish life. So we got that. And then, let's see, guys. There's a couple more things here. I wonder if she got any books from the bookshop. What is this? Oh, look at, I think this is a bookmark. This is a bookmark. And it says Scotland. It's leather. If not fully leather, it's definitely leather-ish. I think this is a bookmark. Oh my gosh, so that's exciting. And then the piece de resistance, the resistance of the yarn, y'all. And it is, and they wound it in everything. This yarn is called, it's King Craig Scottish Yarns and Woolen Goods. And I wonder if girl, they wound this up so tight. But would you look at this beautiful purple color, which, okay, this is like ringing all of my bells, pushing all my buttons, ringing all my bells. So King Craig Scottish Yarns and Woolen Goods. This is, they have several stores. I'm gonna have to look them up. But look at that. This is ringing all of the BTS bells because of the color. It's purple. I don't know the weight. I don't care. I just know it is a Scottish yarn directly from Scotland. I'm so excited. So thank you so much, Bridget. I mean, good looking out. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for my Happy Meal, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. I'll see you in the next clip. All right, guys, here is my setup. I have to move my bag down there, but I didn't even bring half of my things with me because we only have this small space. Y'all, it's another crocheter here. I'm so done with these people. I'm gonna show y'all.
It's like a little pouch, just a little like coin pouch. And I was throwing out my trash. And when I threw out my trash, the lid fell into the bag.
Y'all see that? This is the tiniest show ever, and they got 2 of us here. But the good thing is that she has seasonal things. I don't.
Oh my gosh, that is cute.
Just a quick overview of everything that I have out. I do have stuff to refill as things sell. Alright, guys. I don't even know what time it is, but I'm all set. A few people trickling in. I don't know. I really don't know. But this was easy. It was cheap. So, decent way to spend a Saturday. I've already spent more money. I haven't made anything, but we technically just started. Let's see how this goes. It's gonna be, you know, whatever it's going to be. It's a neighborhood kind of show. It is on the property, in a yard, basically, and in the driveway. So we'll see how it goes. 2 out of 5 lovies left. Surprise MVP. This is my raffle item, and it had the most tickets. I was so proud of it. And here are some of the other raffle items. Okay, I have 5 lovies. I got 2 left. So you see where we have a deficit. Hey guys, let's wrap this up. Let me let y'all know what it was like. It is about 4:30 p.m. Hold on. Alexa, what time is it?
Good afternoon, Kimberly. The time is 4:14 p.m.
Okay, so it's 4:14 p.m. I finished the craft show at 3, so it was from 10 to 3. We set up from 7:30 till 10. Basically, we had to be ready to go by 10. This was an unusual craft show. I gotta say, when I first signed up for it, I thought it was going to be at the high school. But someone donated an actual house to the Alumni Association of Venice Senior High. And so this craft show is something that they've done for the last 3 years. And I found out about it through a newsletter from my son's school. So that's why I really thought it was going to be at the school. But I should have known, because the fee to get in was like a very small donation. So it wouldn't be hard to make your money back at all. And that's always kind of a telltale sign, right, of what you can maybe expect from a show like this. Because if you do bigger shows that have huge crowds, they charge you a whole lot more because they know you're gonna make the money, right? So this was like a very, very small donation. And so done. Go there. It's at the alumni house, not in the house. Now see, I have been to a craft show way back when I was in college where someone decorated the entire house, and it was a Christmas boutique. This was not that. This was everybody in the yard, in the driveway, in the front yard, and in the backyard. So the first problem was, as soon as I got there, I could not find a place to park. And if I couldn't find a place to park, nobody, including buyers, would be able to find a place to park. So I already was like, oh, this might not be that great, because this is going to be hard to get to. So I just had to pull over, unload my stuff, and this guy came and helped me pull it in. He kept coming back and getting all my things, and then once he got the last bit of my things, I drove away and went and found somewhere to park, and then walked back. Then I came out and set up. So fine. I had 2 great neighbors, and all of us were talking, and the girl on the right of me sold American Girl doll clothes, and she had jewelry. The girl on the left of me sold beautiful, beautiful handbags. And so handbags, everything was just fabric related. So sling, fanny packs, little clutches, tote bags, everything was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You might be able to see a little bit of her footage, but anyway, bottom line was, if you say you were, they advertised, they had signs all over the neighborhood. So when I finished that, as I was thinking, I was like, so basically we can expect that it'll be the people in the neighborhood. They had advertised it in one of the local community newspapers. However, even if you saw the advertisement, if you didn't live in the area, where were you going to put your car? And so, whatever. So, and even if you did, you say you found a parking spot, or you spontaneously were driving by and said, hey, let me go check out that. And what you would think is garage sale, yard sale. That's what you would think, right? That's what you would think. And then you get out your car and you come around and it's all this handmade stuff, and it's not cheap stuff, right? So that's the issue. Second thing, it was only 17 vendors two of which were crochet artists. The good thing about that is that the other girl was making much larger things. All of her stuff was very seasonal. She made like a big giant, it was cute, big giant, like pumpkin, Frankenstein head. She had ghost stuff. Everything was huge yarn. She used all of the, it probably was either Sweet Snuggles, Chanel Home Slim, or it was whatever the one is from Premier. But everything, she had mostly big giant things, and she made those pies. You guys have seen the pies that are out there where you can make all the different flavors. She had a lot of that, and they were huge. And what was really cute about it is that she was packaging them in pie boxes. So when you bought one, she put it in a pie box, and it was nice. She also had chickens, and she also had loaf cats. Hers were huge. I had smaller ones, and I didn't have a lot. I had like 3 chickens out. I had 2 loaf cats. I had 1 loaf cat out. So what I did was, you've seen the footage, I just kept most of my stuff. I kept it really chill, and I did not put out everything. And if I sold something, then I would replace it. So anyway, you know, it was an experience. I probably won't do that show again, just because it's just too inconvenient. It was easy for me to set up. Easy. I did it all by myself. I didn't have any help, and I didn't actually need it because I learned from last year not to try to put out everything. Don't even take everything. And so it was super, super easy to do my setup. And then let's see, what else? Anyway, when we were like trying to figure out, most of us, it was our first time doing it. Didn't get a real answer on when we asked one of the girls. My neighbor asked the lady, well, what kind of crowd do you normally get, blah, blah, blah. And it was a kind of a non-answer. And then later I found out from one of the organizers that we were supposed to have 19 vendors. 2 of them no-showed. And then even before that, 4 people who had signed up canceled. And the fact that this is their 3rd year, and most of us who were there, it was our first time there, kind of was a clue too, right? People could tell that it just wasn't it wasn't the right way for them to sell their things. Now, that being said, I'm glad I did it, because I have more money in my pocket than I left the house with. So that's a good thing. I ended up, so let me tell you what I sold. Y'all, my bestseller is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You remember the loveys that I made? And I've made my loveys a while ago. I made the 2 puppy ones that were from Angelia, and I forgot Angelia's new channel name. I think it's Crochet and House Mouse. I don't know if she's still currently making videos right now, but it was her. She's not selling her patterns anymore, but this was one of her patterns from way back in the day when she used to sell her patterns. So that was, I had 2 of those. Then I had 3 loveys that I free-handed myself. And out of the 5 loveys that I had with me, because remember, if you watch the vlog leading up to this, I said, I don't have a whole lot of baby safe things. And then when I went to my storage, I realized I had these, because I was just going to wing it. I'm like, if I'm just going to lose the sale, and then I'll know I need to have these types of things. But then when I went to my storage, I had these loveys. I said, okay, this will be my baby stuff, my baby friendly items. And then I had 2 octos that are from that pattern. Lord, y'all, sorry. Y'all know I don't say that. I do not say pattern. I had the pattern from Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet. She has a cute little octo, and I embroidered the eyes on those. So I had 2 of those. So I basically had 7 baby friendly things. Those are all gone except for 2. I sold 3 of the 5 loveys and both of those octos. So that tells me what I need to be working on is some plushies with embroidered eyes. So now I know, right? I know that people are going to want those things. So that's what I'll be working on for the show in November, which is my next and only last show. That's my last show. I'm only doing 2. Anyway, here's what in the end sold. One of the 2 Love Cats sold. I sold 4 keychains. I had multiple keychains. I did not put them all out. I had about 7 of them out. I sold 4 keychains. I sold one of the octos from the pattern from Crochet by Jenna, the very easy tutorial, which I'll put in the description box below. I sold one little baby mini elephant. Like I said, I sold 3 loveys, the puppy, the cat, and the bear. I sold, so I swapped a cow and a chicken for a bag, but I count that as a sale because I would have spent the money on the bag. So that counts. I sold one of my mermaids and the little butt cheek frog. So all told, I sold 15 items. Hey guys, Editor Kim here. I forgot to mention, I sold a dino. So I don't think that was in the list also. I think it was actually 16 items. Or I'm so tired and delirious, maybe I already did mention it. But in case I didn't, I did sell 1 dino. Okay, bye. I made just over $200, which means that it was not a wasted day. Even though the crowd was thin, when some people came through, and you know what happened to me? This one lady made my day. She came in and she looked, and she had already looked and she walked away. I think she was maybe a vendor or with the vendor. She had walked away. And then at the end of the show, toward the end, about 2 o'clock, she came back and she's like, okay, I'm getting 3 things. I have 3 nephews and I want to buy them something. So then she did. She was like, okay, I want this. I want this. Oh my God, everything is so cute. I want this. I want this. I want this. Okay, maybe I should get 2 for each of them. This lady bought 6 items from me. She almost bought 50% of what I sold. Was to her. Man, she made my day, and I was so excited because, listen, the other crocheter was ahead of me. She was in front of me, and so they would get to her before they got to me. So the fact that they came over and bought things for me, the people that did, I was very, very grateful and very excited. So that is my wrap up. Let me show you. Okay, so I swapped and I spent a little money with this lady. Let me grab this. So she is making these dog walking kits. And this one, she says, is a beagle, but it was the one that looked the closest like my Bella. And basically, this is genius, guys. So you get the poop bag dispenser. It's got the carabiner, however you say it, got that on there. You can hook it on the leash, or you could hook it onto your belt. Then she included like some bags there. But here's the big deal right here. Can y'all see that thing that's shaped like a puppy right there? I know there's a glare, but I don't want to open it right now. That's the game changer. Because this allows you to, if you're walking your dog and they have more than one poo, you would either have to carry all that around in your hand, carry the bag. You can actually hook 3 bags on here. I never have. I usually only have, I've only had to use 2 since I've been walking Bella. And I mean, I haven't done the majority of her walking, but since I have been, only like once did I have to use 2 bags. But you tie them up and you slide them down into this slot, and that way you don't have to carry it. It's on this thing, and then you go and you throw it all away. So anyway, I bought this from her. She was selling this little kit for $21, which I thought it was completely worth it. And when you put the bags in here, the poo bags come out of the dog's butt. So cute. This is made, this is, for people who may not know, this is machine embroidered. This is a totally in the hoop project. I have made a little zipper pouch in my embroidery machine before, but only one. And it's still a lot of work that you have to do, but the machine is doing the majority of it. You're just there to change the fabrics, change the threads, and all of that. But this, and then you do a lot of cutting in the end to make it look real professional, but this is so cute. So I bought that from her. And then we swapped. She wanted my pumpkin spice cow, and she wanted a chicken because she calls her daughter Chicken. So I got one of her bags, and let me show y'all what it looked like. I'm so excited for this bag. I kept looking at it, and she finally was like, do you want to do a swap? Look at this bag. For all those readers out there, it's like the old-timey library when you check the books in and out of the library. Isn't that great? I just love it. And then if you see the print that she has here, this is the library. It's like an old-timey library. And I just love it. The bottom is like this beautiful brown like vinyl that she uses, and her work is great. Like, she is fantastic. And this handle, if I don't know if you can see, it says handmade. Perfect. And then when you open it up, she's got the magnetic closure in there, and it's lined very beautifully with some kind of I don't think it might be duck canvas, but she is really, really good at what she does. And it's a pretty green. I feel so lucky to have this bag. I'm down for the swap. I'm so down for the swap. I'm so glad she was down for the swap. She's the one that suggested it, and this bag is absolutely amazing. I thoroughly enjoy it. So that's it. That is all. That's gonna wrap up this entire vlog. I know y'all hear that in the background. That is our puppy, and she is literally playing with a game that Steve bought her, and now she's throwing the pieces around. Literally, this dog will put it in her mouth and fling it. You hear all that? That's because she's playing. All right, so let me get off here. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this week's crafty vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Comment down below. Let me know what you've been crafting. Let me know if you're doing any craft shows and how they are going. I think this one is early in the season, and it was also not necessarily the right venue. So for me to have made a little bit over $200, it's just fine. All right. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I will see you in the next video.